Hi y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Samira. Today I will be bringing y'all the second episode of the Sad Girl series, and in this episode I will just be talking about basically feeling insecure and worthless too. I feel like one is more common than the other. I feel like at some point in our life everyone is going to feel insecure about something, whether it be physical, financial, career wise, academic wise, like whatever the case may be. Insecurity is it's just the common thing, like no big deal. But worthlessness, that's like way deeper than that. The worthlessness is usually linked to depression, and if you watch the first episode of the Sad Girl series, then you know that I have been struggling with depression for the last 10 years of my life. So it was like no surprise to me that I felt worthless, because I was just in a bad space, like at a very low point for such a long time. So for a long time I didn't think that my life had any value, and I didn't think that I would ever amount to anything, because of the trauma and then my past, and just things like that just playing into each other, making me feel less than. Like my biggest thing was because I honestly was looking for someone to fill the void that I had inside of me. And no one can ever do that for you. No one but God anyway. Like, if you're looking to other humans to fill you up, it don't work like that. It didn't even work like that when I had my son. So, it don't work like that. You have to be that for yourself. And when you can't be that for yourself, you have to be able to look towards God, because He will guide you through that. But I wasn't looking towards God. I was in church, honestly. Pretty much all of my childhood I spent in church, and I still was unable to look to God for guidance. Like, I had my moments, but there was even a point where I thought I was atheist. Like when I was in high school, I'm just like, God can't be real. There's no way that this man could be real. And He seen everything that I've been through, and I'm still going through, and I'm like, there's no way that He could love me if I'm going through all of this. But oddly enough, I can realize now, I can honestly say now, that everything that He put me through, it had a purpose behind it. Like, He had a better plan for my life. Like, a lot of power came from that pain, that trauma. Like, it wasn't, He gave that to me. He also, there's also a lot of other people that deal with things that I deal with, but a lot of people don't like to talk about it. So, and I feel like that's probably why I went through what I went through, so I could be able to be confident enough to get up here on YouTube or whatever and talk to you guys about trauma, like sexual trauma and toxic relationships and teen pregnancy and being suicidal and all that other stuff. So my pain definitely had a purpose behind it, and I didn't realize that at first, but now I know. He only allowed it so it could make you stronger, and that's life. Honestly, we gotta realize this sometimes. Like, I'm not second guessing Him anymore. I'm just letting it be what it is, and I want to let Him work through me, because I know somebody can be able to watch these videos and potentially find some healing. So that's why we're doing it. I kind of jumped off topic, but yeah, like I was saying, I was looking for love in guys, and the love, it just was never there. So I start feeling very, inadequate and very insecure in myself. Like, I didn't think that I was pretty enough. I didn't think that, oh my God, I thought I was too damn skinny. Like, nobody don't love me because I'm bony. Like, if my butt was fat, I was looking at it like I was less than, because because I didn't have a romantic relationship, with a guy. So, or when I wanted to have a romantic relationship with a guy, it's just not reciprocated. So that's that. But then I realized, sis, you gotta love yourself. And everybody says that. People say that a lot of time, and they won't even elaborate on it. They just say love yourself. What if you don't know how to love? What if you don't know how to? Tell me what I need to do to love myself. Since it's just so easy for you to say, you gotta love yourself first. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, what I gotta do? I'm gonna tell you what you gotta do. You have to literally look yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself and feed your mind with positive affirmations. Period. Like, you gotta look in the mirror and you say, I am pretty, I am smart, I am beautiful, I will be successful, I am happy, even if you're not happy. Say, I am happy. I can look and find the good in every situation that I go through. Just look in the mirror and tell yourself these positive things. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love myself. Despite everything that I've been through, despite everything that I put myself through, I love myself. Period. You have to speak it over yourself. You have to speak love into yourself. That's how you love yourself if you don't know how to. That's how you do it. You have to do things that make you happy because they make you happy, not because they make your friends happy, not because they make your mother happy, your father, your significant other, whatever the case may be. Do things because they make you happy. Find a hobby that you like enjoy doing. Like, if you could do it, you would do it all day, every day if you could. Find something like that. Read self-love books, self-help books, books to activate like your motivation or whatever the case may be. You literally have to let love consume your entire being. It's not just as simple as somebody saying love yourself, or you seeing a meme on Instagram saying that you need to love yourself before somebody else can love you or before you can love anybody else. The way that you want to feel about yourself, you need to constantly be feeding your mind with that stuff. You need to keep it in your face. If you need to post your affirmations and stuff on the wall in your room, do that. If you need to have reminders on your phone to remind you, like, you are beautiful, hey, you're doing the best that you can, and you will get to where you need to be eventually, as long as you work for it, do that. Like, I know they have like apps, like, what is one of the apps? I think Selfish Babe. Like, they have apps that will remind you too. But the biggest thing that you have to do, like, you cannot compare yourself to nobody. We are all beautiful. We are all beautiful in our own unique way. My beauty may not be your beauty. And what I perceive as beautiful, you may not perceive as beautiful. But that don't mean that a being is less beautiful because everyone can't see the beauty in it. No. We are all beautiful. And you have to find the beauty within yourself. And you gotta, like, just stand on that. Sturdy, too. Like, you just gotta know. Like, I don't like calling people ugly because I don't really feel like it is a such thing as ugly. You're ugly in your heart. That's where the ugly lies. There's a lot of beautiful people out here that are ugly. Other than that, you just unattractive. And it's okay. Like, I don't have to be attracted to you. You don't have to be attracted to me. Because somebody gonna like it. But you can never compare yourself to somebody else. Because just because this person is beautiful, don't make you less beautiful. Like, and then we gotta be, like, really careful. Like, in the dating thing, especially, like, a lot of young girls. Because I know I felt very insecure when I was, dating. It's young girls, young women, young ladies, whatever y'all want to call it. Like, when you're dating someone, and let's say, like, he overlook you for somebody else, do not beat yourself up about that. Because that don't have nothing to do with you. You're not lacking nowhere. Like, you gotta believe that. You ain't lacking nothing. It's just their perception. And honestly, truly, everyone that we have feelings for, everyone that we love, or everyone that we talk to, like, of course, they're not meant for us. Like, you got, like, one person out here that's probably really meant for you. And everybody else is we're just passing time. So don't ever, like, think less of yourself because he left here to go be somewhere else. See, a lot of girls on the internet, like, we just think that, oh yeah, like, he gonna come back, all this other stuff. Listen, he don't have to come back. He don't have to. And that don't mean nothing if he don't come back. You still not liking nothing. Like, the internet can make you feel a certain type of way if your situations aren't playing out the way that they're being portrayed on these memes. But baby, let me tell you, a lot of situations ain't being played out the way they're being portrayed on the internet. So always take that into consideration. Just want to say this, a lot of the times, as young people dating or whatever the case may be, like, we're like, we want somebody to ride for us, like, so hard, right? So hard. Do you ride for yourself that way? Like, do you? Everything that you feel like you want to do for another person, you got to do it for yourself first. You got to be willing to do it for yourself. Because we could give somebody everything that they have in us, and they can still walk away. And then what? We left with nothing? No. It's not supposed to work that way. It happens like that a lot of time, but it's not supposed to be that way. You're supposed to pour into yourself more than you pour into anyone else. And that's the biggest thing, like, about being insecure. Like, you're going to try to do everything that you can to make this person see that you're a good fit for them, you're a good match for them. And the whole time you may not be. Or you just taking away from what you need to be given to yourself. Like, give it to yourself. Like, I just need you to understand it. Like, you can give it to somebody else as long as you want to have enough left for yourself. When you don't love yourself, you're not showing others how to love you. Because they don't see that love in you. They don't see that light in you. So, they don't know. They're going to be basically able to do whatever they want to do. And sometimes you'll take it and sometimes you'll leave it. But that still doesn't really give them... That really doesn't show them the way how to love you, how to treat you, and how to handle you. Because you're not leading by example. So when you love yourself 100% the way that God loves you, that shows other people how they need to love you too and how they need to handle you. And when you love yourself 100%, you're going to stand on it. Like, but yeah, when you love yourself 100%, nothing or nobody will be able to take you away from that. And you will not accept no nonsense from nobody, because that's not what you do to yourself. You don't do it to yourself, so why would you allow somebody else to do it to you? But when you do that to yourself, it's nothing when somebody else does it to you. You beating yourself up, mistreating yourself, why would you care if somebody else did it? The biggest way to overcome those feelings of insecurities is, like, really just by feeding your mind with self-love every day. Like, every single day, as much as possible throughout the day too. I don't want y'all to hit a point of conceit, because, you know, that ain't it. Humility is always the way to go, but you do want to love yourself, and you do want to be confident in who you are and confident in what you bring to any relationship that you have. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. I'm literally talking about any relationship. You know, nobody not going to be able to mistreat you at all, because you won't allow it. You know what you bring in. You know the energy that you bring. You know the good vibes that you're bringing. You know, so you're not going to let nobody take away from that. You feel me? The biggest way to overcome those feelings of worthlessness when it's linked with depression, I feel like I don't really know about any words. If you're feeling worthlessness, then you probably 9 times out of 10 depressed. But you have to be accepting. Usually when people are depressed, it's because they're living in the past. Like, so you just have to accept your past for what it is and let it go. And you have to move on, and you have to look towards your future. And you have to believe that you will make your future way better than what your past was. And you have to understand, like you manifest this stuff. Like, so the things that you feel, the things that you pay attention to, and like the stuff that you give most of your time to, that's what's going to manifest in your life. I'm telling you. Like, so if you give your time to love and self-development and happiness, trying to find peace, trying to center yourself, your life is going to be that over time. Like, it's not going to happen overnight. No, you have to keep at it. But it'll begin to be easier to keep at it when you notice how it makes you feel. Like, because I get up now and I'm in a good mood. I'm not like, oh my God, another day. Like, no, I get up now and I'm in a good mood, because I've been putting so much positivity into myself and so much self-love into myself that I feel great. And I know I can conquer anything. And that's how you gotta be. Don't let nobody speak their limits on you. I hear people, oh my God, People will try to limit you. People will try to box you in. People will try to beat you down because they feel low. Because they're afraid of whatever the hell they're afraid of. And, you know, like, people don't realize that your life, you make your life. You create your life. You choose your life. Your life ain't supposed to choose you. You're supposed to choose your life. You're supposed to choose the way that you think about yourself. And you're supposed to think highly of yourself. You're supposed to choose the career that you want. It ain't supposed to choose you. You don't have to follow the path that so many other people walk down. You don't have to do that. For what? If you feel like there's a fire within you. If there's a fire within you that tells you to go right when everybody's going left, go right. Because you'll never know what that could lead to. Okay? I'm serious. Like, y'all be irking me. Trying to put y'all limits on people. Limit yourself, but I mean, I'm not encouraging you to limit yourself, but when we got one of those, you tell them, skirt, back it on up and take that over there. Because we ain't allowing it over here. People will try to break you down. Like, and that's another thing. That's another reason. Alright, this is going to be my last point. You're insecure because people are constantly trying to beat into your head how you're less than, how you're a failure, how you're ugly. That's how they feel about themselves. Recognize that. That's how they feel about themselves. I don't care if this person got a degree from Harvard, driving a Mercedes, and got a range parked in their driveway, and live in a mansion with a little lake. If they feel the need to tell you that you're a failure, that you're ugly, that you're less than, know that that's how they feel about themselves 9 times out of 10 because they didn't follow the divine path that was set for them. I'm telling you. That money, all those material things, that don't mean nothing. Conformers get that. But the feeling that you feel when you know that you're doing what you were made to do, that can't compare to anything else. So you don't never want to listen to the negative stuff that people tell you. 9 times out of 10, it's just a reflection of how they feel about themselves. So you don't never let that be the reason why you feel insecure. You push that on out right now. Okay? Alright. But yeah, and I just want to like recommend this song to y'all. It's a gospel song. I know some of y'all probably are not Christian or whatever. Not even religious. I don't know. But the song Imagine Me. Oh, I'm all shaking my camera. The song Imagine Me by Kurt Franklin. That is an amazing song to listen to. That will put it in perspective for you. It really will. It's going to move you in your heart. You might shed a tear or two. You got to really listen to those words and listen to it. In the beginning of the song, he says, "Thank you for allowing me to see me the way you do." And that's like the biggest thing for me. I'm like, wow, like, I really got to thank you for that. Because now I can finally think highly of myself. And I can finally see myself for who I truly am and not what I've been through. Because none of the situations that I've been through define who I am. I define who I am, period. Alright, so y'all, that's all I have for today. Please, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment, subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Sunoomeets. And I will catch y'all in the next video. And thank you for tuning in. Like, when I be meditating and stuff, I'll, like, take a breath in and I'll be like, I'm inhaling love. I'm inhaling healing. I'm inhaling peace. And then I hold that, and I'm like, I'm holding on to love. I'm holding on to healing. I'm holding on to peace. And then when I exhale, I'm releasing doubt. I'm releasing feelings of worthlessness. I'm releasing hatred.